Hello, hello. Afternoon. Almost evening. Trying to figure out where the GPS is trying to take me. Need to make a U-turn. Nice blue skies here, looks less joyful. So then, yeah, it's probably not direct, but alpha something. I kind of forgot, but pretty much we used to be used in the military at some point. A bit fragile, but super breathable. Yeah, I mostly only ever wear it on the bike or when I'm walking or hiking. Active insulation, as they're called. Bought an Alpha Direct fleece for cheap last week to try out. Yeah, I mean, like lots of make your own gear channels. Yeah, I think at some point, hopefully next year, just gonna get a bunch of fabrics and do some experiments, but I always mix up Alpha Direct stuff and Polartec stuff and whatever else is out there. But Yeah, but the thing with this one, obviously, you have different gradations with an Alpha Direct. This is probably an 800. It's like the mid one, whatever the spectrum is there. If it's chilly, obviously this doesn't cut the wind. You need a windbreaker of some sort. But yeah, I think it's definitely something to try out. Polo Tech, but you have Alpha Grid Fleece and Alpha Direct, the fluffy stuff. Yeah, it's yeah, these are the. So Polo Tech is the actual original technology, right? As far as I remember. Ah, it's a brand name, of course. Okay. It's like one of those things wherein photocopying has become Xerox. Polo Tech is the brand which makes all. Okay, and so Alpha Grid Fleece is obviously less packable than Alpha Direct, right? The grid fleeces are super cozy and nice, but obviously depending again on the gradation of it, they tend to be less packable, I think. I tend to forget what is what after I've done my research and gotten the product. Alpha Direct is the lightest, the grid stuff is less breathable, yeah. Come on, dude. Like, who cuts through with like 1 centimeter? Version of, to make a kind of wool version of Alpha Direct, huh? Okay. And Do we have anything else apart from these two popular stuff? Then like waterproofs are what? Pertex and Gore-Tex. There's another one I can't remember for insulation. What is it? Fabrics made with octa yarn. Is it just the weave from which the octa comes from, or is it just a different material altogether? I'm guessing it's basically just the weave which is different. Not sure what the fabric is called. Okay. Yeah, I'm asking you because a while ago I was like, yeah, I just need to kind of look up stuff. Made a mental note of it, but never really did it. So I'm doing it now through you. But yeah, I think I got this last winter, I think. Because I was experimenting with the stuff I had, and insulation, like the insulation layers I had were a bit less breathable. And I mean, they worked out fine for, I don't know, below 5 degrees Celsius, but with the raincoat on top of it, or rather waterproof jacket. But anything like above 5 would get like too hot. It's 8 tubes and a hollow core or something. Okay. Yeah. It's most likely just the yarn material itself then. Alpha Direct is slightly better from your research. Good to know, because I did total of maybe, I don't know, 2 hours of research overnight and made a decision and got it. Oh, he's hauling. Because I had the feeling that if I did more research, I wouldn't get around to getting it. And I think I asked like the customer support if I don't know, providing my use cases or whatever, and being like, should I get this or the other one? which is a bit of a thicker weave. I did too much, of course. Well, I'm glad you did that because I have this information now. Yeah, I start to get restless once I hit the point of good enough research. I was supposed to get on the main road, but I took the wrong turn. Oh no! Wait. Oh God. The crane head was like oscillating like a pendulum. Found a Rab hybrid for like 65, so I bought that to test. Oh yeah, I know that one. I want to spend more on. Yeah, the internet has good stuff to say about this one. And I think hybrid, as in it, does it also have like the wind chill cutting layer built in on top of the insulation layer? I think that's what the hybrid means for these sort of things. €65 is yeah, I think that's a pretty good price. Some stretch fleece side panels. Okay. Most places sell it for like, yeah, that's become like the standard pricing for these stuff, which is, it's kind of stupid. Yeah, one of the strategies I've been using is to get winter stuff during summer, because that's when you have quote unquote sales or outlets wherein, I don't know, they're pretty heavily discounted, and during the winters get the summer stuff because they're trying to clear things off. The Alpha Direct fabric. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was like, I don't know, 5x or at least 3x lesser than this whenever back in the day. Yeah, if you were to like just do an insulation layer, how much would you need? I guess, I don't know, a meter, maybe a meter and a half. Not quite sure. Trying to wait.
Hi.
Yeah, maybe a meter something. So if you were to do it yourself, even if you made mistakes, I think it'll be like $50. And yeah, these companies are looking for like a 3x, if not profit margins, at least whatever the total output, so that they can pay the people and then keep the rest of it. At least it's a bit sunny today. So a bit surprised by yesterday's rain. It's a brand. It's called Senchi Designs, but it's obviously lesser on the US web shops. I got it from the European, what is it called? Ultralight something. So basically I had to pay the retailer as well. The one that's based in Slovenia. Forget the name of it. Yeah, I initially did think of going with one of the bigger brands. And I was looking at various options. And my issue has been, I'm always taking a rain jacket, and which also acts like basically a windbreaker. Based on my previous experiences, I felt like, say for instance, if I got the wrap one, I felt like it was just gonna be too hot if it started raining, and if I put the rain jacket on, especially if I'm camping on this bike and I have like limited space and stuff. Anyway. Yeah, I had to basically do a theoretical analysis. Based on kind of the references I had. It's a 90. I think 120 would have been a bit too hot if the sun was out. But also, I'm wearing like a base layer underneath it, like a super thin base layer. '60s too. Yeah, I think 60 kind of, I don't know, I think 60 is more like a summer nighttime activity stuff rather than winter active insulation. But I could be wrong. Yeah, and obviously the thinner we go, the more fragile the thing is. Like for instance, when I was looking at waterproof stuff, Montane has this thing called Montane Minimus. It's basically a trash bag, but well put together trash bag, bottom and top. Yeah, I don't know, obviously at a premium price. It's like, yeah, that's most likely for the elite who are actually racing. I said road miles in the title, but all I'm doing is non-road miles. That was the idea initially. Ooh. Come on. Boggy stuff. Trash bag clothes design, except the shiny outer fabrics. Yeah. So got the sleeping system complete. Yay! Bought the Otley version waterproof bag for Omnium. Ready to rumble. So, which sleeping bag did you end up with? Defense 4. Cool. What's the rating on it? Temp rating. For a nice price. Sweet. Wait. I'm pretty sure like Otley was like obviously the standard for waterproofness. I don't think the four claws from Decathlon one is like 100% waterproof. My solution is always to put stuff in dry bags. But having an outerproof, actual, true waterproof outer layer is pretty nice. -8 for women, -15 for men. Yeah. Yeah, I think there have been like studies and such. That women tend to get relatively cold easily. Wanted a bag solution that I can take off the bike fast. Yeah, that's always super handy. Like for shopping around during camping trips, don't like to leave my stuff on the bike. Yeah, Fair enough. Yeah, I think the only thing I take along with me is my phone and the GPS navigation unit. And cameras, if any. But yeah, I can't really do anything else about it on this bike, at least. I mean, I frankly just do the same on the Omnium, but that's me being a bit careless. I've been itching to go and sleep outside, at least like an overnighter. I am hoping that I can make it happen. If not this week, next week. Also about the straps for the bag, so I can hopefully open and strap on the bike. Yeah. I guess you got. Is there anything else that's left as part of your system at this point? I mean, bits and bobs will always keep adding, but I guess all of the foundation is done. GPS and testing. Okay, yeah. And is your cooking situation all set up as well? Oh yeah, you mentioned this before. I've gotten back into rucking to try and build up some strength over the winter months. Electric wow feats. Whole setup is not ultra light, but not too heavy bulky. Yeah, I think my setup is kind of the same. What pedals are you running on your Omnium? Is it I think, if I remember properly, it was just like the flat pedals Omnium offers, right? I think which is like you pay extra for Omnium flat pedals when you're choosing on the website. No budget to go full ultralight. Yeah, same. I couldn't really justify, and yeah, they're also like super expensive. But yeah, the middle ground is pretty nice. And I think ultralight is, for me, ultralight is like not the right fit either, because I'm not gentle with stuff. Omnium flat pedals, yeah. Harren. The sun is about to set. Do you have any places in mind that you want to set out to during the test run, or maybe after? Sleep kit and tent is slightly over 4 kilos or something. I might be around the same ballpark. Most likely, yeah. Because I know that my tent is like a kilo. And then depending on the temperatures, I tend to take my synthetic sleeping bag and then the quilt as well. Come on, dude. What's with these kids like trying to overtake with less than a centimeter between the two bikes? Yeah, I think so. I think mine is probably similar. Living in a different world. Yeah, I think so. Haven't really made plans to go to places. Okay. Yeah, I've been thinking about my food choices of winter. Summer is kind of easy. Winter, you would obviously want to eat something hot. But I rarely cook a proper meal when I'm by myself. Previous winters I've always taken like ready-made miso soup packets. That's always nice to have something salty to drink. But I'm thinking that this winter I'm just gonna buy a steak or whatever before that specific night and just cook that. Proper bushcraft, open fire cooking, whatever videos you have. Yeah, like that's like such a like popular genre now, where people just go out into the woods and cook food. I remember like watching a bunch of bushcrafty things, I don't know, in 2014. And every time it was not as bad or as in the phase as it is now. It was actually enjoyable back then because it was not purely just cooking. There's actual out in the woods stuff. Go full, yeah, I know, right? It's. I feel like they just parked the car somewhere and then got the whole kitchen out. Come on, he has got like so much space there. I don't know what's with people today. Yeah, see, this guy has some sense. Yeah, going back to the 2014 bushcrafty stuff, it was pretty nice. Like they would just only get like, you know, a tiny cooking stove, but then make good stuff. Like some people used to make like a full-on bread and stew kind of thing with ingredients. Some would bring like pre-chopped meat, whatever, and every time they would cook, obviously I would be hungry. But yeah, it's that whole genre has changed a lot, and lots of now the whole out in the woods doing stuff on the woman front is like extremely sexualized. You can tell from the thumbnails. So you got a bunch of people in, I don't know, like Southeast Asian countries. I mean, more power to them. They're, you know, making money off of it. Like sometimes, I think, yeah, once in a while I'll pop in and actually click on the video and see like who's actually watching them. It's the expected people, just like mostly filled with middle-aged men. But yeah, the whole thing is off-putting. But I do like watching older women. Older as in, yeah, I don't know, maybe like 50 plus, in the quote-unquote adventure genre, to see how they put things together. because you don't get to know that kind of thing all that often. Most videos are just about making the video and the gear. Oh yeah, yeah, there's that as well. There's this Irish lady called Miriam Kennedy. She rides a Brompton and she also does like wild camping and stuff. So on foot and on her Brompton. And she's mostly got drone shots. It's always nice to see her outlook on stuff. Hey. But I do enjoy some of these. They generally tend to be from either like older British folk or the Scottish or Scandinavian people who basically just do woodsy stuff and talk about their knife or their life or who knows what. There is some depth to what they have to say, and obviously most of them tend to be like, I don't know, maybe 45 or above. Even if they're not doing like extreme, like building out a shelter out in the woods or whatever. They're just hanging. Learn most bushcraft survival stuff in real life by doing it from very young. Yeah, I mean that's the way to go, really. The very little I know, I learned it from the internet. My real life experience is very limited. But I think having some sort of a fake layer of confidence helps. And that's been the case with me. So but also just going and doing stuff is the way to go. Right. And the funny thing is, you don't even have to go like too far. You can just go to, I don't know, a nearby park and do stuff. Or even in the backyard, if one has a yard. But at the end of the day, I think it all comes down to, I want to do this thing, how do I do it? But yeah, I've seen many people like make fire from wood, like without the whole stick and stick friction, but I've never done it. So who knows, if I really had to make a fire out in the wild with no source, I would be fucked. But I think one of the things I learned from like the Les Stroud series back in the day is even if it's in the desert, or like if you can, to always set up a fire, just because humans and fire go together. It also kind of scares away the animals, I think, in a way. Did it and it's fun, but it's better to take a lighter or fire. Yeah. At least take a ferro rod. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to put together my medical kits. It's still pending. I'm gonna start with I think my last kit is basically done. I used it up. During non-emergency situations, because I didn't have it outside of the kit. I'm gonna start with one for within the country. So that'll be like basic stuff, like, I don't know, just good band-aids and cotton and Advil, things like that. Nothing crazy. Same here. Yeah. I am always like so annoyed at how shit most of the band-aids are. It's kind of like the double-sided tape situation. Like Tessa is the popular one in Europe, and 3M is kind of expensive here. But the only one I truly trust is the 3M VHB tape. Just very high bond. The Tessa is shit, doesn't stick properly, no matter how clean both the surfaces are, and no matter how well they've been prepped. Anyway, the analogies for the band-aids. Most band-aids are shit. Some Johnson & Johnson ones were alright, but then there's like a huge... They're basically evil, I think. Is it them? They used to have some baby powder which was shown to cause cancer or something. Can't recall. But anyway, yeah. The band-aids, they're gonna take some experimentation. Because I don't think I bought any band-aids here. So I need a medical kit for the bike too. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah. I need to have more stuff in my bike repair kit. For instance, I don't have any chain links. Need to put that together. Only stuff I have is like tubeless repair kit, just to plugs, and then obviously some Allen keys. And what else do you have? And a pump. But the pump is kind of, it's like, it's plastic which is threaded, and I cross-threaded it so many times that it's kind of shit now. It barely works. So it's a never-ending fixing cycle on my end. I need to do that. The horse is peeing. And maybe a spare tube as well, but I find it so annoying that, yeah, for an overnighter I never take a tube. I just rely on my luck that even if I were to have a puncture, that the plug would do it. Wait. Yeah, especially for short trips, I just take my chances. Or otherwise you end up taking the whole wrench set along with you. Also organized, yeah. More stuff means more stuff to think about as well. I mean, not that you would actively think about tools, but hey. Shiny pink helmet. Always had wrenches, pump, patch kit, etc. for a living. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have it on my Omnium. I have it on this bike. I put it in the Omnium only when I'm like going for longer rides. But I need to, like, obviously every section or everything needs to have its own kit. It's also a peace of mind, which is kind of what I did with locks. I basically assigned one lock to each of the bikes so that I don't forget taking a lock. So at least happy with that. Small kryptonite lock in the side pocket. But do you find many poles you can actually tie, like lock the bike, lock the bike too? Yeah. Quite a big bag for most people, but I don't care. Yeah. Better to have that extra capacity than not. Wait. Because the issue with U-locks for me is, except if there's an actual bike rack, it's kind of hard to lock it to something. Unknown places, take a bigger look. Okay. I finally started to research refrigerators. But most of the ones in the used market are the really big ones, and I don't have the need or the space for it. So trying to find some compact fridges. Hey. Just outside in winter, yeah. By the time I probably get one, it's gonna be summer. I don't know. Maybe I'll just get it. Yeah, I mean, most stuff are just fine even at room temperature if you eat it the next day. Or outside if too worried about it in the cold. Is it too big for you? Yeah. The thing is, most of the compact fridges, most of them, like, kind of good ones but not super expensive ones, don't have a freezer compartment. I don't necessarily need it, but maybe it would be nice to have it. Not quite sure. So it's like, Yeah. Right. Yeah, more than anything, it's like being able to buy and use it for the next 2 or 3 days. But it's not, yeah, I mean, as mentioned before, you can totally live without a refrigerator, even in the summer. Right.
Hi.
Got a fridge with a small freezer below it. Ah, yeah. I know those fridges. Yeah, the ones I'm looking at, they just have like a tiny thing on top because they're not really mini fridges. They're just called like tabletop refrigerators, I think. Tafel coal cast. Cool. Do you say cool or coal? With the double O. And I think the only thing that's gonna fit in there is frozen fruit. Small Peltier fridge. Huh. Not familiar with the brand. Yeah, the small ones, like even for 2 people, the small ones are like absolutely enough. Ah, Peltier. It's probably Peltier. Yes, I know that cooling method. Small fan and heat exchanger. Yeah. Yes, yes. It's coming back now. My HVAC studies back in the day. $50 or something. Did it work reliably? Was it loud? With 1 bottle and some food in it. Okay, that's pretty small. Yeah. tabletop model for camping. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go too small either, because, yeah, in that case I might just not have anything. But I don't want to get the big one. Because, yeah, I don't really like refrigerate water and stuff. Don't drink cold water. Yeah, more than anything, it's mostly for meat and I don't know, leftovers and stuff. You need to keep the room, otherwise it stops working properly. Yeah. Yeah. That's the reason I'm like contemplating. Because the spot I have for it is generally at like 18 degrees Celsius. And there's no other space. That's the only spot. So, who knows? But also these days, who has enough room to have like a isolated space for, I don't know, kitchen with a refrigerator in it? Even the current house layouts don't really allow that. This is like one of the routes pretty popular amongst runners. They do their intervals or something here. Even for like roadies. time to start thinking about dinner. Small open kitchen with gas stove and freezer fits. Yeah, kind of the same. My kitchen kind of extends from the living area, but yeah, I need to figure out because I don't like having too many things on the ground because then it gets kind of hard to clean. But yeah, maybe I can build a table for the refrigerator. Dinner is a good plan, yeah. Trying to. Hello, cows. Table for your stove. I see. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I closed off the gas lines and I've shifted to like, still need to get it, but I'm just shifted to an induction thing. But like a portable one, not built in. Because that's bloody, I don't know, to get that done would be like pretty expensive. Portable one, I think, I don't know, would allow me to take it outside and cook if I wanna. What should I do for dinner? I think I might have to stop at Yumbo. Yeah, I've never actually really used. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used induction stoves. I mean, I did use it once, but it was like a paid Airbnb or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I mostly moved to induction or will move to induction so that because the cleaning of the gas stove, it's so many parts to remove and put back is like, it's always kind of gross. I mean, yeah, you can clean it, but with the induction it'll be easier. Then, in theory, I just have to wipe off the induction plate. So, we'll see. The same nasi goreng with extra added vegetables and satay with peanut sauce again. Nice. I mean, yeah, it's like you can't go like wrong with it or whatever. It's a no-brainer. I'm thinking what I should do. I might do like I think I might do a beef stew with coconut milk. I gotta get some. Only thing is I don't have a bag with me, so we'll see. Or I might just give that plan up and get chicken and broccoli from around the corner Chinese shop. It's gonna cost me the same. A bit more, most likely, but no, I won't do that because it's the same shitty flavor they have. And who knows what else they're putting in it. I had some eggs and mushrooms in the afternoon. That was good. Mushrooms sauteed in butter. Classic. Pies. Oh boy, my fingers are getting cold. Oh no, I had to. What the hell? Took a wrong turn. How come? It's a turn left. Oh, come on. Rush hour, yeah. It's only 5:30. It feels like those 10 o'clock streams. And it was like rushing to get food. Yeah, all the kids yesterday were out and about getting their candy. It wasn't my strap which is necessarily causing all the bouncing. The screw on the adapter was kind of loose, and that kind of fixed 95% of the issue. It's not as bouncy now. Pretty big, yeah. For a non-e-bike. let people know that I'm coming. Always interesting to see that. The same paths seem so different in the dark. I can see like kids in the kitchen in that house. They're climbing up the counters. Frogs have come out. Oh, I hate these kind of narrow roads because they're not narrow, but they're not wide enough for a car and a bike. But I'm not sure if cars are allowed on here. Couldn't tell. Yeah, I mean, some of them are fine, they're sensible. Some of them are just kind of stupid. It's like, you know, throwing a stone into a pile of shit and expecting it to not hit back. But I agree with you. Usually make space but not going off unless it's a really oversized fogging machine or something. Yeah. Agree. Yeah. I think we're close to the city now, almost. Instead of going straight earlier, I don't know, maybe like half an hour ago, I made a right turn, and that's kind of the loop. can see the glow of the city. Yeah, actually, things look brighter on the camera than they do through my eyeballs here. When I was looking at the preview of the video. I think that they probably do some sort of a in-camera. So yeah, here we were supposed to go straight like half an hour ago or something, but I made the right. We finished the loop, and now you're back again to the spot. Yeah, I think for like low light settings, they probably do some processing, I think, before output. Birds are going crazy. The bike lights even here seem pretty bright to me. I'm pretty sure that's how they feel about my light as well, but these electric bikes, I just felt sort of wind propagate from that guy to me. Wait, turbulence. Yeah. Ooh. Almost. The warmer lights are here. Look at that, I think it's a full moon today. The moon is hidden behind the clouds, but Okay, Yumbo cancel because I don't have a bag. It's gonna be plus around the corner. These little kids with their moms walking with their toy and looking at you as if you're the craziest thing in the world. And then you wave at them and they're pretty shy about it. Stream always, yeah, I think it's lack of data. Because I've been losing connection to Twitch in between. The stream, the ingest basically dies if there's not enough bits available. But good to know, because it'll be a pain in the ass to get the gloves out and do it in the cold. So no 8-bit. Yeah. How long have I been streaming? Yeah, 2 hours. Generally it hits me around the hour-and-a-half mark. Surprised. No, that's most likely gonna be a next year kind of thing. I'm gonna keep the current setup until end of year. Yeah, I was looking at like on Bellabox Discord. There are a couple of bunch of people who have like basically mounted the Starlink on their helmet, and they're walking with that on. If you're doing that in New York or some other part of the US, people won't look at you like you're crazy. But here, yeah, you'll most likely have people being like, I don't want to be recorded. Get more, yeah. People already look at the camera on the chest, but yeah, I'm not putting a Starlink on my head. I mean, I don't mind being looked at or whatever. I mean, I ate in that crowded restaurant while streaming. I don't mind doing stuff like that, but it's just too much. It's also more than anything, it's just inconvenient to have a bloody Starlink on your head. From Google Street View, yeah. Now, I think Starlink will very well work out with the Omnium. Otherwise, I'll have to strap it to the outside of the bag. Currently, I have everything inside, but it's weather resistant, so it's gonna be fine. But I'll have like a wire sticking out to the unit itself apart from the camera. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll most likely shift in January. I just need to figure out like the power requirements. Thinking back to the restaurant, that was a good omelette. Now many streamers have Starlink. Yeah. I feel like it's going to resolve lots of Bellabox crashes on my end. Most of them are caused by the data. Nope. I was drinking water. Come on. It's like 1 second of delay, you get a bell. So there's different devices in the mix. You can drop some. Yeah, if I get the Starlink, all I have to do is to have my microcontroller with Bella box on it, and the power supply and the camera. That's it. I can get rid of I can kill the data subscriptions, and I can then kill the modems. Hopefully I can sell them. But who knows? Typing me. Yeah, but I understood it there. Starting to fade. Yeah, I always tend to like wait till the last minute and then I have already faded, and then I end up overeating. Almost there, back to the city. Studs Park to City Park to the left. Boop, 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 boop. $40K. Ah, didn't realize it. Because I didn't really like, when I just picked the route, I didn't really check any other specs. I just saw that it was a smaller loop. But yeah. Good, good, good. On one of the roads near that Jumbo supermarket, there's a reflector board, like a construction style reflector board. Every time I go past it at night, like from a distance, it seems like someone's actually coming. There's no road, it's just there's like a dead end trail kind of thing. But then it's the reflection of my light. No matter how many times that has happened, I'm always startled. It's just, yeah. I always think someone's coming and it's like randomly hit my brakes. I don't think it's a mirror. It's... Do you mean that the reflective tape is basically a mirror? I think it's like heavily polished stuff or something, I don't know. Anyway, almost back home now. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time. Peace out. Time to go home and then get some food.